Hey, I'm Brad, and I'm here with Art on Wheels Media today, coming to you for our first episode of Car Meet Chronicles. We're joining you today from the Carolina Exotic Car Club, or CECC, here in Raleigh, North Carolina. And we're here today to find out from the members what makes CECC so special. So what keeps you coming back to these shows?
Honestly, the people. When I first moved back here to North Carolina, I ran into some folks who were like, hey, let's go to CECC. And I was like, what is that? And I showed up and I saw these amazing cars, and Pam and the folks here, they just took me right in immediately, and I became a member, and I love it. So I keep coming back to a bunch of these shows because I love the people that I'm here. It's like my family outside of my family, right? It's my way from a busy day of work or a busy week of work to kind of decompress, and I love it.
Awesome. What's one of your favorite memories from one of these gatherings?
Oh man, I would say, that's hard. I think it was probably the first time I got my first GT3, and I showed up, and I didn't know how people would react, and I remember everybody was like kind of crowding the car, and I'm never used to that kind of attention, and so I remember that when I parked, and then two other GT3 came, and I got this beautiful picture of like the 991 GT3 mine with the PTS 992 GT3, and then a GT3 RS. And I have it framed actually behind me in my office at work. This is like one of my favorite pictures, and it kind of made me feel like, I belong to this community. You know what I mean?
So I've seen you change a few cars here. Why do you choose the specific models and specs that you do?
Honestly, I just a part of it's like right place, right time. I make an excuse to try something new, but I always kind of keep coming back to the same kind of like the make, which is Porsche. And I had a GT3, then I went to GT4. I really wanted to try mid-engine for some reason and save a little bit of money. And I love the GT4, I love how they drove. But something was calling me back to GT3. And then this one kind of came up, and it was like the right car, and I jumped on it immediately. And I think for me, I grew up, with BMWs, and I loved M cars forever. I tried American cars, I tried Japanese JDM cars, and I never really got the Porsche thing. And one day I tried one at the Porsche Experience Center in Los Angeles when I was living in California. And I was like, oh my God, I think I get it. And I got my first Porsche up to that, and then after that, it was done. Like I can't think of another car I would want other than a GT car.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an attorney. I work with what's called technology transactions, but basically I help large companies that work in tech do huge commercial deals. So things like, custom silicon chips to life sciences, bringing drugs to market, procuring for data centers, building out data centers around the world, anything that's to do with a big company buying or licensing some kind of technology.
As always, man, love having you here, and I always bring out a beautiful car. I really appreciate your time this morning. Thanks, man.
Thanks so much.
So what keeps you coming back to these specific shows?
The nice cars. I feel like there's a lot of Porsches out here always. It's pretty nice facility.
Awesome. What's your favorite memory at one of these shows?
I think it was my first time here. It was kind of like breathtaking. It was actually kind of fun. And I was like, never experienced something like this before. It was just fun. I had fun with my friends coming out and take pictures. Pretty good time.
Awesome. What is your favorite car that you've seen here?
It's a hard question. I've seen a lot. I'm not really sure.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
I'm a high schooler. I play baseball.
Okay. So obviously your first time out this morning.
Yes, sir.
So far, what do you think, and what brought you out?
Well, I was really just looking for a different car club. I've done the Cars and Coffee. I wanted to be around some more kind of exotics. I think these are awesome networking events. Found them on Instagram and decided to make the drive this morning.
So far, what's your favorite thing this morning, memory and or car?
Oof. I mean, I am partial to Astons. There's another Gen 3 that just left. That was pretty nice. The Porsche is a fun driving experience. Best memory would probably just be pulling back here and seeing the level of cars that come to this meet. It's been good so far. This facility is unmatched.
It gets a lot better with good weather.
Oh, I bet. What is that?
Specifically, why do you choose Aston Martin? What's your affinity to the brand?
Well, I wanted something different. You don't see a lot of them on the road. I was actually looking at the Gen 3, and when I called about getting one inspected, they offered me this one, the GTS. There's only 100 of them made for the U.S. market. So to be able to get a manual Aston Martin, have something different on the road is kind of what drew me towards it.
What do you do for a living?
I sell watches, so De Lujo watches.
Okay. Is that a specific brand?
It's my brand.
Okay.
I'll buy, sell, trade, any brand, whatever people are looking for, but De Lujo is the company.
Well, hey, we really appreciate your time and beautiful car. So what keeps you coming back to these specific shows at the CECC?
Mainly my love for Porsches, mainly, because that's what I always see out here. I first came out here just looking for something better than, I guess, takeovers and stuff, something that wouldn't really get me in trouble if I was showing up there. So something like this, it's a nice, calm meet that just kind of laid back, no excessive revving, no damaging cameras on accident. So also the people here are just super nice. I just really like coming out here. I come out here mainly for new content. You see different cars sometimes come back. My favorite ones are these two. That's why I like coming back to this specific one. I've gone to some of their other locations. Very nice people. Again, just a lot of very nice cars.
Awesome. What do you do for a living?
I wrap cars and tint windows and make signs.
What's your favorite memory of this specific CECC location and car meet?
I guess this wall right here. It's one of my favorite spots. Just, I don't know, just they keep coming back here, getting different shots of the same car, I guess, in different locations. Just finding different perspectives on how I can edit and with the same car and everything. I think my favorite memory out of here, I think would be the first time I ever came here. Just seeing everything, especially on the inside.
Outstanding. You mentioned your affinity for Porsche. Are there other specific cars that you really have a great affinity for?
That's actually hard. I'd have to say AMG, Mercedes, mainly. Those are like my two when it comes down to that. I really like the like GTs, AMGs, everything like that. But I don't know why, just Porsche just really speaks to me even more. I don't know why. It's just such a beautiful car, such a unique looking. You don't see another car on the road that looks anywhere remote to these.
Outstanding. Well, hey, man, I really appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us on Art on Wheels Media. And again, we appreciate your time, man. What keeps you coming back to this specific event here at the CECC?
The CECC, I'd say that it's just the beautiful cars here, the community, the people here. They're really polite, really nice, really convenient, especially with me taking pictures and everything, and just a lot of beautiful cars.
Awesome. What's your favorite memory in the few times that you have been here?
So far, it's a little tough. I'd probably say it's really just taking photos of cars for sure, especially like with friends. My friends really got me the car community. It's very, very important for me. It's like friends, and yeah, as I say, just hanging out with friends and taking pictures of cars and looking at cars is clear for me.
What's your affinity or favorite brand that you like to film or see or really get you excited?
For sure. Porsche for sure is like probably my favorite cars to take pictures of. For brand wise, Hyundai is always my lover, but some people don't like Hyundai as much as I do, for sure.
What do you do for a living?
I'm actually in the Army, so I'm a mechanic. I'm a vehicle mechanic in the Army. Absolutely.
Outstanding, man. Well, thank you for your time. We appreciate you on being Art on Wheels Media this morning. And we'll get your Instagram and get you tagged up, man.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for joining us. Hey, that wraps up today's episode. Today we got to learn a lot more about the local community and why CECC is such a great spot for exotics. Hey, catch us in the next episode and see where we pop up. Please subscribe and follow us on Art on Wheels Media, and we look forward to seeing you next time.